For Wall Street Media, this is Melissa. I'm here with Doug, and we're going to help you make money in the stock market with information you can't find anywhere else.
Good afternoon, young lady.
Good afternoon.
What do we have today? Exciting stuff?
We do. You can watch the full webcast at wsw.com/webcast/NBLR2. The first video we have is Benjamin Holbert, President and CEO of Rex Energy Corporation, ticker REXX, who discusses their proven reserve base, which is 81% oil, enhanced oil recovery in Lawrence Field, the largest field in Illinois, and Marcellus shale potential in the Appalachians.
This is where we see the components of value of the company. First off is our proven reserve base. PV10 at year-end 07 was about $392 million. I will point out that over the last 2 weeks, unfortunately, our market cap has now fallen below that proven reserve value. So I do think all of our upside at this point is free in the current price of the stock. Our enhanced oil recovery project in the Lawrence Field in the Illinois Basin is an ASP project. It is in the largest field in the Illinois Basin. The Lawrence Field was discovered in 1906. It's believed to have original oil in place of about 1 billion barrels. It's produced about 400 million barrels to date. We are doing an alkali surfactant polymer project in the field. Marathon owned this field for most of its life, and they did already test surfactant polymer flooding in the field twice in the 1980s, both of which were successful. We believe, based on some initial projections, that we can obtain about 84 million net barrels of reserves out of this project. Again, those are unrisked, non-proven reserves. We did start 2 pilots in this, and I'll go through those in detail. Then our Marcellus shale activities, somewhere around 68,000 net acres in Pennsylvania, in areas that are actively being explored for the Marcellus shale, and I'll show you where those are. Just looking at what that could mean on vertical wells, assuming 0.96 BCF per well and 40-acre spacing would give us about 1,700 net potential vertical well locations, which would equate to about 1.4 TCF of net unrisked, non-proven potential reserves. And then on top of those 2 projects, we also do have about 300 shallow, unbooked developmental drilling locations in the Appalachian Basin and the Illinois Basin. Adding those 3 projects up, it adds up to about 321 million barrels of potential reserves on top of our 15.9 million barrels of proven reserves.
Hey, let me tell you something, guys. Pull out the checkbooks, right? No, we're not buying Melissa more shoes. Go buy some of this guy's stock. Their proven reserves are higher than their market cap, right? And they're down a little bit more today. Guys, this is like when I tried to talk German Mike and Andy into pulling some money. We were going to buy one on Wall Street, a firm that you've heard of and know, publicly traded. They had 125 million in cash, and you could have bought them for like 35 million. Their market cap was so low. All these little risk-averse boys. You want to try to talk a German and a Brit into parting with money on a good Doug gamble sometime. You know?
Eventually he'll say yes.
It's only been 10 friggin' years, and the next time I talk either of them into anything will be the first time. Those guys won't bet on tomorrow's Thursday. You know?
We'll have to keep asking them.
That's right.
Don't give up.
You know what? You and I have to pull our resources, and we'll be gamblers,
All
right?
We'll do it.
I just bought some more DSW this morning.
Did you?
Yes,
How are
I
they
did.
doing?
You know, they're doing terribly, but let me tell you something. Their stock's doing terribly. Their business must be good. Your buddy, the CEO, last week bought $11.5 million worth of shares for himself, and then yesterday morning bought another $3.5 million.
It's a good sign.
Yeah. Let me ask you. Let me tell you. He knows what's happening, Beth, right?
Yeah.
And he's putting his money in.
Putting his money in there.
Yeah.
Gotta tell you something.
Yeah.
We also have Victor Perez, CFO of Alice Commerce Energy, ticker ALY, who discusses plans to expand drilling operations into the Rocky Mountains area and to make further acquisitions of other companies and their existing infrastructure. They have recently made a $40 million investment in a Brazilian drilling company with long-term contracts. It's been a transitional year for the equipment rental part of the business, but they predict that by 2009 there will be a very lucrative year for the rental service sectors in the company.
See, they're throwing money around.
All over the world.
Jeremy, Mike, and Andy, you guys got to loosen the purse strings.
We also have Jamie Vasquez, president of W&T Offshore, ticker WTI, announced that W&T is looking for new offshore assets in the Gulf of Mexico, like the recent acquisition of the Mahogany offshore well. Albert Reese, CFO, and Keith Goodwin, CAO of ATP Oil and Gas, ticker ATPG, announced that ATP plans to monetize value throughout all stages of the value creation development cycle. Each share of ATP represents ownership of 7 barrels of oil equivalent. Peter Socha, CEO of James River Coal Company, ticker JRCC, spoke about some of the challenges facing the Central Appalachia coal industry going forward, including labor, regulations, and acquiring permits. David Mussel, chairman of Marvel Entertainment, ticker MVL, discusses plans to produce 2 sequels to the very successful Iron Man movie. He explained Marvel's plans to produce a Spider-Man musical. The director of The Lion King has signed on Bono, who will be doing the music.
You know,
That's cool.
I think you threw that in. We've been doing Marvel Entertainment for quite some time, and I never got a report on DVDs, Iron Man.
And Spider-Man musical.
Oh, Spider-Man musical. God bless Marvel Entertainment. I'm not going to see the Spider-Man musical, and if you do, I don't want you to tell me about it.
I'm going to see it.
No, you
Bono's
won't.
doing the music. That's so cool.
Yeah, Bono's cool.
I saw
Ricky's another one. Won't part. Ricky has a house by Bono.
Really?
Yeah, one of the partners. He's poorly behaved too. He's a Covester guy.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, we're here every day at Wall Street Media, and you can find us directly at WSMCO.com. Thank you.